Good morning, everybody. Okay, so we have a couple of minutes. We're going to wait. We start at 11. I'm glad you're here. If you are, if you're not, I'm glad you're here whenever you get here. We have another couple of minutes. Casey is really getting us in the mood here. She's hanging out. So I say this every time I do a class. If there's anything in particular that you would like to work on, you can always reach out to me, email, etc. Karayoga.com is the website. So you can just kind of find me there, or you can try and contact me here on YouTube or on all the other avenues that I'm on. But my email is connected to the website. So kara@karayoga.com is my email. It's pretty simple. So if there is anything that you do want to work on ever, please give me a shout out. You can also put it in the comments on this video and I will get it. It's a little bit delayed, so I'll get it maybe a minute after you write it. For those of you who don't know about Insight Timer, I also do a class on there. I try and do one on Tuesdays on there. And again, you can go on there. You can download their app, Insight Timer. And you can follow me on there, Kara Billingham, and see what I have. I put Yoga Nidra recordings on there. I put some Tibetan singing bowls on there, recordings. And I try and do a live class on there every week. I have my water. I have a couple of towels to sit on and also use for my knees. And for my neck, this is a 1-hour class that we do on here today. And I'm just glad that you're here, for anybody who is here. I have a pooch behind me. She wasn't feeling so good this week. She decided to eat a whole bone, like fast, you know, and then she wasn't very well for a good day because, yeah, long story short, she just wasn't feeling well. So she's 12 and, you know, she should know better, but we should know better too, as her owners of all these years. But she's doing fine today and is keeping down her food, which is a bonus. Okay, so I'm going to switch my ankles, bring the opposite one in front. We're going to meditate a little bit today, or just be mindful about stepping stones to a more peaceful life. Just committing to those little stepping stones, right? And that's all we have to think about doing. We don't have to think about the grander scale. We don't have to think about the end of the journey. We can just think of those little stepping stones to get to that goal, which is a beautiful thing, right? It takes kind of the stress out of the situation. It takes the edge off. So hopefully that helps you It does help me for sure. There's always a lot going on in all of our lives, and there's plenty to be stressed about, right? So just keeping in mind stepping stones, stepping stones. And the end goal is not always the answer. The end goal in our minds is not always the answer, right? Just keeping that in mind too. That maybe the answer all along is the stepping stone. Dun, dun, dun. Did I just blow your mind? Okay, bring the hands into prayer and create a dedication for this practice today. Filling our hearts with a lot of gratitude just to be here in this moment. Having the ability to be aware of breathing and being in this moment. Being connected to being. Let's begin with a very gentle Om together. Deep breath in. Om. Good. Find that peace. This is one of those stepping stones right now. Let's take the hands. They're going to stay in prayer. They're going to point the finger. We're going to point the fingers in at the chest. It's kind of a cool feeling. So you're going to point the fingers straight in at the chest, the center of the breastbone, and push the heel of the hands together as much as you can. Give a good push. Relax the shoulders, soften your jaw, and now let's press the heel of the hands forward, up, open, and then down again. Good. Hands together in prayer. Point the fingers in at the chest. Press forward, up, out, and down. Good. Let's keep going with that. Pointing in. Use your breath. Out, up, and down. Good. One more time. Point the fingers in and press forward, out, up, and down. Good. Bring your hands to your thighs. Pull the shoulders up and back and arch your spine. When you arch your spine, let's dip the head back just slightly. Create that cow position. And then round your back. Let's tuck the chin. Inhale, arch the spine. Dipping the head slightly back. And then rounding the back, tucking the chin. Good. Let's check in with the breath. Really deep breathing, arching and rounding the spine. Perfect. Moving this body in a way that makes us want to always move the body, right? Because it feels good. Arching and rounding. The next time you are rounded, stay there. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly rise the body up to a straight position with the head on top. Shoulders up and back again. Let's take this right leg, open it out. Keep your left heel in towards the body. Good. Hands in the front and go for a little walk forward with the hands. Elbows are slightly bent. We're going to flex the right foot, drop the shoulders down, and now sway the torso gently side to side. Good. Check in with the corners of your mouth. Make sure that they are doing what they need to do. Maybe they don't want to go up today. Maybe they're happy where they are. Or maybe we try an experiment and see what it feels like to turn them up or down. Hold it steady. Breathe deeply. Let's walk forward again. Another little handprints, teeny tiny. And breathe, drop the shoulders down. So checking in, where do you feel this? Where do you feel this? I feel this right here in my inner right thigh. Woohoo! Now, if you're feeling a little too much in the knee, you're going to take this leg a little bit forward and see if that helps. Definitely don't want to overstretch the body. I was watching a video this morning of somebody doing splits and I thought, ooh, be careful. Don't want to overdo that. Walk your hands in and sit your body tall and then pull your shoulders up and back. Perfect. Bring this right arm inside the right leg. We're going to push the hand against the leg and then use it to rotate the body open. Your left arm reaches up towards the sky. So I'm doing the opposite of you. I like to be the mirror. The left arm comes up and over the ear. And now we're going to circle the left arm in one direction. Keep circling. Let your jaw relax. Circle the opposite way. So as you circle, feel the lubrication happening in your joint. Just allowing this synovial fluid to be activated and actually do its job. Let's come up and over with this left arm, and you're going to push the left hip down at the same time. Can you feel the side body getting a nice stretch here? Rib cage. Keep breathing, pressing that left arm as long as you can. Good. Now use your arms to give you momentum, to lift you up, right? So we're not completely relying on the back. And then we're going to turn to face this right leg and lower the hands to frame it. Now for me, I'm going to scoot my leg in just a little bit closer towards the front here of the space. Lengthen the body tall. I want to line up my body with this leg as much as I can. So lengthen the body, and then let's bow up and over the leg. And the fun thing to do here is grab the floor with your hands and pull it back. So when you pull the floor back, the shoulders relax. You can pull the body up and over the right leg. You can breathe and then maybe bow a little bit deeper. But again, we don't want to overstretch. We don't want to overdo it. Only do what feels good for you. Take some breaths into the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Let go of a sigh. Oh. Try to relax a little bit more that left hip. Consciously relax the left hip. And that's attached to your lower back on that side. So see if you can feel that relaxation happening too. Use some deep breathing here. A sigh. Good. Let's walk the hands in, pushing the floor. It's going to help us not overuse the back muscles. Lift the body tall, and then you're going to turn the body to face this left knee. Bending the right knee, bring that foot behind you. Take the right hand to the hip and rock the hip forward and back. Some people really love this one. Feels juicy, feels yummy. You know, these little movements just help target these places that we forgot about, perhaps. So this feels good. Gentle rocking forward and back. Give the body a rhythm that makes it feel safe and happy. Right, and then all those tight spots can feel safe and relaxed to loosen up and stop gripping. Good, let's press the hip forward, keep it there. Slide the right hand onto the lower back and give it an extra little push forward. Open up your heart. Notice what that feels like in the right side of the chest, front of shoulder area. Open and lift your chest up. Let's try and touch the ceiling with the top of the head. Again, check in with the breath. Think of your torso from the collarbones to the pelvis as a big sponge, right? So when we inhale, we want to expand the sponge like you're filling it up with water. And on the exhale, you want to squeeze the sponge and let all that air come out. Good. Allow this right hip to relax. Now flip the right foot in and take the left leg out. So here we have the opposite side. Now remembering, we want to make sure the inner thigh here is not overstretched. So we're going to walk the hands forward and evaluate what that feels like. It's really not the inner thigh. I'm more concerned about the inner knee here, right? So you don't want to overstretch the inner knee there. So you can bring the leg a little closer in if you're feeling too much on the knee. Now tick-tock your torso side to side. Notice and breathe. Believe in yourself. We have infinite potential to achieve our goals, even those that seem most far off. Can you agree with that? Mark out realistic stepping stones toward your aims and try to work toward reaching another stone. Hold it still and see if you can go forward a little bit more. Let the shoulders relax. Flex that left foot. The toes are pointing straight up towards the sky. The ankle also pointing straight up. Drop shoulders, breathe. And now see if you can walk a little bit farther. Maybe you've reached your limit. That's great. Stay there. Find a little peace right here in this moment. Let this be a stepping stone to bring you closer to peace. Walk those hands in, push the ground away, and lift your body up tall. Good. Bring your left arm inside this leg. I'm pushing against it with the back of the hand. We rotate the body open. The right arm reaches up, overhinging the body, and we circle the right arm in one direction. Good. Those of you who are joining a little bit late, yes, there is a dog behind me. She's passed out. I'm invading her space, so I decided to leave her. Circle the opposite way. But I'm pretty sure she likes me here. I hope. She likes when I'm on the floor with her. Let's come up and over and hold it for a nice side stretch. Reach that right arm as long as you can and press the right hip down. Notice and breathe. Where do you feel any sensation in the body? Good. We want to use this top arm for momentum. So we're going to dip it down and then use both arms, right? We lift up. Momentum helps us to come up with both arms. We drop the shoulders, soften the jaw, and then lower the arms down. Oh, blood travels to the hands. We take this left leg, perhaps scoot it a little bit in, turn the body to face the leg. Hands are framing it. We want to lift the body tall, breathe deeply, and then exhale, bow up and over the leg with your body. Feel your face relax. Hands are gluing down to the floor. The elbows are soft. And now we're going to pull the floor back towards us. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Soften your jaw. Breathe deeply. And maybe bow a little bit deeper just to where you feel some deliciousness. Feel that right hip relax. Feel the right side of your lower back, releasing some tension that it's holding. Keep breathing. Thinking of those stepping stones to peace. Walk your hands, push the floor as you rise up slowly to your seat. Oh, yes, feels good. Turn to face forward. We want to move the body mindfully. And then take this left leg in. You're going to bend that foot behind you. And you're going to turn to face this right knee. Left hand to the hip and rock that left hip forward and back. Good. Face completely relaxed. Or is it? Hopefully it's close. Not too far from that. And let's press this hip forward. Hold it there. The left hand on the lower back. The heart is lifting, the shoulders up and down. We grow the spine and breathe deeply. Taking little notes on how you feel. Good, relax that left hip. Beautiful. Now bring your hands down to the ground. You're going to shift yourself over to table. I have my blankets here. One is for my knees. So I'm going to bring that under my knees. And then I'm going to lower my forearms to the floor. Interlace fingers together. Breathe deeply. Elbows under shoulders. Extend the legs long behind. So now I have my low plank position, pushing into the heels. Now we're going to lower and lift the hips to get some core strengthening. Lower and lift. Good. Hold it still. Breathing. Nice long neck. Try and keep your hips in line with your shoulders somewhat. Lots of deep breathing here. Good. Knees down, relax toes. Let's push the body back into a puppy dog stretch. Bowing the body, bowing the head. Let it come to the floor. Resting and breathing. Good. Slide your hands back. Now be careful with your neck when we do this part. We don't want to be heavy on the head at all, okay? So we're just going to bring the forehead to the floor. My hands are here for support. My hands are really what's holding the weight. I'm just going to roll forward and back towards the crown of the head and then back towards the forehead. Towards the crown, towards the forehead. I'm just going to keep doing that. Towards the crown, towards the forehead. Lots of breathing here. Towards crown and towards the forehead. Good. Make sure your knees are happy. Good. Let's hold it steady. Take a breath. And now relax your toes and sit back to the heels. So now we're going to come into our yoga mudra. which means the prep work we just did for the head, that's what we're going to end up using. Okay, so bring your hands behind your body. Interlace your fingers there. Press the knuckles down. Let's do a little bit of a warm up for these shoulders. Press the knuckles down, squeeze shoulder blades, lift the arms off the back, circle in one direction with your arms. And the opposite way. Now, if you practice your yoga with a strap to hold your hands, maybe you have tight shoulders today, that's cool. That's cool, man. So you can use a strap or you can use a sock. A sock is a good tool. Or a men's tie or a belt from a robe, right? All these different things that we can use. We're going to press the knuckles down, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Good. Now we're going to bow forward and let the forehead come to the floor as we lift the hips. And we're going to roll just like we did a minute ago towards the top of the head and take the arms up and over the back. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Keep reaching the knuckles away. Soften your jaw. Not too heavy. Breathing. Very top of the head, crown of head. And then roll towards the forehead. Sit back onto your heels and lift yourself up to kneeling. Now your arms are going to release. And we're going to shake out the shoulders, shake out the wrists. Inhale and exhale with a sigh. Good. Excellent. Step this right foot out in front. So we have the knee bent and the hands are going to come to the knee. Tailbone, my left foot is curled under, the toes are curled under, my back foot. Tailbone is going to tuck under, and then you're going to flip the tailbone up behind you. So this is kind of a funky move. Tuck the tailbone and then flip the tailbone. And it's all about this left quad getting a stretch. So tuck and flip. Yes, yes, yes. We are sighing, we are breathing, we are feeling good. And we're thinking of the stepping stones to bring us to peace. Peace is underrated, don't you think? We need to have more emphasis on peace in our own lives, as well as everywhere else. So let's tuck the tailbone and hold the tailbone in a tucked position. I'm adding some more padding for my knee. So we want to tuck and hold. I feel this more now in my left quad. So just notice where you're feeling it. Pull the shoulders up and back. Let's actively lift the chest up towards the sky. Grow the spine. Relax your jaw. Good. Allow your pelvis to completely relax. Let your left hand come to the outside of this front knee. Push into it. Turn and reach the right arm behind you. So here we have a cute little twist. Twist, twist, twist. Breathe. Get taller through the crown. Twist a little bit more. Now maybe that left arm reaches open as well. So we're reaching through the fingertips. Soften the jaw. Option here to bring the hand back if it was happier there. And or lift the back knee up off the ground. So now you're in a twist with warrior legs. And we're breathing. We're getting longer through the fingertips. Drop the shoulders down and soften your jaw. Good. Stay here. Now remember, the back knee can still be down. Bring the hands in prayer, turning, facing this side, this right side. So now we have prayer hands. Your left elbow can come down to this front knee as an option. And we're pushing those palms together as much as we can. Elbows spreading apart. Front toes relaxed. Take a deep breath. And then twist a little bit more. So now I can use my hands, push them together. Let the elbow push down to the knee. But also feel my body lifting out of my pelvis to help me twist. And push into the back heel. Good. How's your breath? Lower the back knee down to the ground if it's lifted. A slow and steady lift, and then a rotation to face forward. Fantastic. Bring your right knee underneath you and let your left foot step out in front. I'm going to turn the other way so I can face you in a minute, because if I don't, I'm going to miss you. Okay, so now your hands are on the front knee, and you're going to take the tailbone, tuck it under, and flip it over. Tuck and flip. Tuck and flip. Keep going. Use the breath. Tuck and flip. Good. And we can check in with this leg compared to the other. Is it tighter? Is it more open? What is happening? Good. Let's tuck, hold, and lift and open up your heart. Shoulders up and back, grow the spine, soften your jaw. Take a few more deep breaths here. We're tucking and holding the tailbone. And we're breathing. Good. Relax your tailbone. Breathe in. Right hand to the outside of this front knee. Rotate to face the left and bring the left arm behind you. Palm faces out. Good. Let's get taller through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulders back and down. Open and lift your chest. And now maybe the right arm reaches out as well. Good. Now an option to bring the hand back to that front knee or keep it lifted and or lift the back knee up. Woo! Good. Once you're here, push into the back heel. Feeling some strength building, maybe in that left hip or thigh area. Get longer through the fingertips, grow the spine, soften the jaw, and push again into that back heel. Good. Maybe a smile. Yes. Bring your hands together in prayer. Excellent. Bring this right elbow down to the front knee. Remember, the back knee can come down. Push into your hands and let's give our body a little bit more of a twist. Keep the spine happy and healthy and young by giving it movement and flexibility and stretching and strengthening. Good. Option, not option, lower back knee if it's lifted is what I meant. And you're going to slowly lift, rotate the body very slowly back to center, breathe deeply, and now take this front knee underneath you again. I have to make myself a better blanket for my knees next time. So let's lift up to our kneeling position. Toes are curled under. We're going to lean back with the left hand and make contact with this left heel. Also, a yoga block is helpful, or some books if you have them alongside your ankle there. Now, your thighs tend to rotate from the inside out, right? See if you can rotate the thighs in, right? Almost like you have something in between your thighs that you're trying to suck back in rather than let it pop forward and out. Now your right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. And we're doing our half camel here. Ardha Ustrasana. Squeeze your bottom. Lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Soften your jaw. Let your heart open. Good. Notice. Excellent. We want to square the body face forward, lifting up to center. Now drop that right hand down and see if you can reach back, find the right heel or your block, and take that left arm up towards the sky. Squeeze buttocks, lift heart, jaw relaxing, face relaxing, And breathe. We're going to gaze towards where the wall and the ceiling meet in front of you. And just notice how you feel. How is life treating you today? But how are you treating life? Dun, dun, dun. Let's lift up to center. Reach that right arm up. Take a deep breath in. And lower your hands to your hips. Good. Circle the hips here in one direction. So let's be gentle as we circle. Little movements to help us feel good. Good. Circle the opposite way. Good. Take a breath in, hands forward and down, and lifting to a downward facing dog. Once we get there, we're going to pedal out those heels one at a time. Feels so yummy. Getting the backs of the legs to stretch and feel good, and the back body feels so good. I can't believe it's Thursday. Oh my goodness. Where does the time go? Push the heels down. We're spreading the fingers, the elbows are soft. We're sending those hips up and back, and we're breathing. Where does the time go? Good. If you're using yoga blocks, you can bring them under your hands if you'd like. Turn your left foot over. So now the top of the foot is pressing down, downward. And you're going to straighten that left leg as much as you can and reach your hips up and back. Woohoo! And the head is heavy. Woo! Breath is deep. Good. Let's switch. Right foot flips. Straighten that right leg. Send the hips up and back and let the head hang. By now, the arms are really feeling it. And we're going to come back to this downward dog. Both feet in downward dog. Drop the head. And now walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to bend the knees to get there. Keep walking the hands back. And the knees stay very bent. We're going to grab either elbow. Hang the body. Hang the head. Feel the weight. Feel gravity pulling your body weight down towards the earth. Head is heavy. Take a deep breath in. Go of a sigh. And now swing your torso side to side. Release and breathe. Good. Very heavy body. Good. Lower the hands to the floor and let's lift to a flat back. We're going to send those hips back and down and breathe here. Good. Float the arms out to a T position. We have a flat back. Breathe in, sit back a little more. Lift your head up as much as you can. The body follows and we come to standing. Good. Lower the arms. Give your head a moment to readjust to the blood troubling hands to the hips. Separate the feet a little bit wider than the hips and circle the hips around in one direction. Next Thursday is my husband's 50th birthday. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do? Circle the opposite way. The big 5-0. Woo! Looking forward to that. It's going to be a real party. Not really, because he doesn't like parties. Good. Let's hold it steady and take a deep breath in as you flip your right foot over and allow the top of that foot again to press forward and down. Perfect. We get a nice stretch on the front of the ankle. Do you feel it? Now, as we stand like this, take the arms behind, interlace the fingers, and let's press the knuckles down towards the earth here. Get a really good squeeze of the shoulder blades towards each other. The knuckles press down. We're breathing. Good. Perfect. Now take this right knee up in front. Good. I'm going to turn so you can see. So the right knee is up. We're breathing. And now we're going to swing that leg back behind us and topple the tree. Topple the tree. So the leg goes back. The arms are off the back. The shoulders squeezing towards each other. And we're breathing. And if you're doing it right, you're toppling. But get longer through the crown of the head, soften your jaw, reach through the right heel. Good, let's stand the body tall again. Swing this right knee up in front. Turning to face you so you can see. Now float the arms out to a loose T. Elbows and wrists are relaxed. Looks like you're a Tweety bird. Karate Kid method here. Pull the shoulders up and back, open, lift your chest, soften your jaw, and just take some nice, deep breaths. Good. Feeling this psoas up here, right? Part of our psoas, holding the leg up for us. Lower down, arms and leg. Oh, shake it out. Good. Let's flip the left foot over and press that ankle forward. Lots of breathing. Letting go, right? We have tension, we have stress in this body. It's just kind of like living in there. It's hanging out, just hanging out, ready to be activated. So we need to activate the other stuff, the other good stuff. Let that stuff also hang out, the peace and the happiness and the compassion and the love, and let that be easily activated. Good. Hands behind the body, interlace opposite thumb on top. Think about that. It's going to feel a little weird. That's what we want. Press the knuckles down. Take a deep breath in. Lift your left knee up in front of you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then swing your left leg behind you. So topple the tree. The leg is straight out from the body. We're lifting the arms off the back. The body in line with the back leg. The jaw relaxing. Good. We're building strength. Let's take this left knee out in front again. And take the arms out to Tweety bird. Woo! Shoulders up and back, jaw relaxing. Long breath in. Belly, ribs, chest expanding. We are a sponge. May your sponge be filled with good things. Good. Now, does the psoas on this side feel like it's working more or less? If it's your left leg, probably more. Good. Lower the leg, lower the arms. Let's shake out the legs, shake out the arms, shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. Beautiful. Good. We're going to make our way up with the arms. Breathe in. And bow forward down, hands to floor. And let's step and walk into a downward dog. Drop your head here, spread those fingers wide, grip the mat. Good. We're going to do a little plank here. So move into plank position, hands under shoulders, fingers wide. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Push those heels away. Hug the space between the arms. Keep the neck long. Is your body shaking, building muscle? Good. Knees to the floor. Flipping onto the back. Flipperino. Now, if you have your blanket rolled up for your neck, that's awesome. You can do that. Or have it ready for that, because we're going to do a couple of things while we're lying down here before we completely give in to our final rest. Knees are bent, feet are planted. Walk the feet a little wider than the hips. Drop the knees side to side. Use the breath. Find the peace. Relax and breathe and notice. Relax, breathe, and notice. Give yourself another stepping stone here to peace. Let the knees drop down to the right and arms out to a T position. Let your face completely relax. And allow your breath to be deep. We're telling the body that it's safe, that it's okay, and it can relax. Checking in with the face, allowing that to be relaxed. Bring the knees back up to center. Shift your hips to center. Now take your right foot behind your left foot, and you're going to drop the right knee down to the floor in front of you. Your left hand is going to grab the right foot, right? I want to hug my heel, my right heel, towards my buttocks on that left side by using the left hand. I'm pulling it. Now the left foot slides back just a little bit, so it's my stability. It's my planted position in the body. And you're going to lift your left hip only. So keep in mind, the right knee stays down, the right hip stays down, and we lift the left hip, press it over towards the right, and then we lower the left hip. We lift the left hip, we press it towards the right, and we lower the left hip. Let's keep going with that. Lift, press, lower, relax. Lift, press, lower, relax. Good, keep going. Lift, press, lower, relax. Press, lower, relax. Good. Lift and press the hip over towards the right. Stay there. Lower the left hip. Good. Breathe deeply. And untuck the right foot. Let's drop the knees down to the left side for our twist. Always giving ourselves a moment to check in. What do I feel? Where do I feel it? Am I breathing deeply enough? Is my body supported even as I move in this position? Good. Rise up with the knees. Shift the hips to center. Take your time. Bring your left heel under towards the right hip. Right hand grabs the left foot. We hug the heel towards the right hip. We press the left knee down and forward. We slide the right foot back. We breathe. And then we lift and lower this right hip only and press it over towards the left. Lower and lift the right hip. Keep going. Lower and lift. Allow your face to completely relax. Lift and lower. Lift and hold that right hip and press it over towards the left. Lower the right hip, take a breath, and release left foot. So now we have both feet planted, the hips are centered, and we're going to hug the knees into the belly. Yummy. Good. As you're hugging, a very gentle rocking from side to side on the lower back. Hold it steady. Now the knees are together. You're going to circle them in one direction together. So they're glued together. We're moving around the sacrum and it feels great. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Circle the opposite way. Good. Hug the knees in towards the body. Get as small as you can. Your head stays grounded. And let's plant the feet down to the ground. Woo! Extend the legs long out in front. And bring the arms alongside. This is your Shavasana. So if it doesn't feel extremely comfortable, then make yourself more comfortable. You can put a blanket over you. Something weighted on your pelvic area is a really nice option. Something over the eyes to cover them and darken out the room is another great option. Tuck the shoulder blades under, let the palms face up. The feet are going to fall open. And now we're just going to breathe. This is your final rest. So let's take a few minutes to simply breathe. Scan the body. Let the floor hold you. And let this be an amazing stepping stone to peace. begin counting the breath from 27 down. 27 inhale, 27 exhale, 26 inhale, 26 exhale, 25 inhale, 25 exhale, and keep going just like that. Om Namooooo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namooooo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namooooo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Allow the breath to deepen. Believe in yourself. We have infinite potential to achieve our goals, even those that seem the most far off. Mark out realistic stepping stones toward your aims and try each day to work toward reaching another stone. Most importantly, do not feel disappointed if on one day you make only half your intended progress. or even no progress at all. The mere act of thinking about your goals will bring you closer to them. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and allow the head to gently rock from side to side. Reach the arms long behind the head and get a big stretch in the body. Hug the knees into the belly. Get really small and rock side to side on the lower back. Roll over to one side comfortably, and when you're ready, come on up to a seat that's comfortable. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I bow. I bow to the divine, the inner divine, the indwelling Lord, the divine light within each of us. I bow to that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you for joining me today. The readings that I did about stepping stones to peace were from a deck of meditation cards called the Relax deck. It's pretty simple. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me. Go to karayoga.com for much more. We have a lot of classes throughout the week. Thank you so much, and we'll see you for the next one. Namaste.